sweeties. Okay, so this upcoming week or next week, depending on when you're watching this video, we have hamstring extensions on the GHD machine programmed, I can talk, for everybody for accessory. So I'm gonna go over what we are expecting from you when you hop into that bad boy, and then some modifications if you don't have access to a GHD machine. So first, stepping out of frame for a second, you're setting up your GHD machine just like you would for your GHD sit-up, right? So we want to make sure that when you get into it, that your hip is going to come off of the GHD. So again, it's going to be at that same place that you would have it if you were going to do a GHD sit-up. Because the goal is when I go over the GHD machine, when I go over these mounts, I want my torso to be past it so that I can stress it and put pressure on my hamstrings. Now, these are an exceptionally challenging exercise to do unmodified, and we're going to play around with right now. I'm going to show you some different ways that you can do it without assistance, and then how we use the band to add assistance. So first, the full range of motion exercise looks like this. We're going down a parallel, and then we're pulling back up using our hamstrings and our butt to get us back up. The goal is, my demo was not amazing, the goal is to come down, and when I come back up, to not break midline at all. I don't want to strain to come back up and overarch trying to use my torso. I want to prioritize just using my glutes and hamstrings. So the first way you can do this, play around with it, if you're not strong enough to go all the way down and come all the way back up, is you can just get comfortable going down and coming back up, which in some ways can be even harder because it maintains tension on those hamstrings the entire time, right? And then as you get more confident, then you can go down a little bit further and come back up, okay? Again, being mindful, this never breaks. I like to put my hands on my hips to remind myself to not let this go. Now, the other thing you can do if you're using the GHD is you grab a band and you're gonna loop it around that middle piece that the, I don't know what that ankle pads, I guess that's what these are called, that these are attached to, okay? So that I have something to hold on to. Now what I can do is I can come down and I can use this for assistance to get my torso back up, okay? And then you can play around with, as you get more confident and get stronger, you can use a thinner band. Now, how do we do this if we don't have a GHD machine? We go to the floor and use the rig. Okay, so we're trying to isolate those beautiful hamstrings, right? We don't have a GHD machine. What is the next best option? It's gonna be your banded hamstring extension. So you're gonna put the band at the bottom of the rig. We're gonna step into it. Now our goal here is when we walk out, we want the band to stay on the top of the ankle so that we have the ability to pull it through just like this while we're laying flat. So now we're going to lay out flat, and we're gonna isolate those hamstrings by keeping that butt squeezed. It's gonna look just like this. So I'm here, and I'm squeezing that butt, keeping that butt squeezed, and then that's gonna decide how far